And we are live. What's good, people? It's your man DL Saint. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast, man. How y'all doing? Y'all know what it is. I'm sitting here just checking, making sure everything's all good. We got Dr. B is in the house already. What's good, fam? How you feeling? Good to see you. My bad. I ain't been on the ones and twos all weekend long, man. Been sitting here chilling. Got right up front, just want to tell y'all, man, I'll probably go dark for a few days. As you know, there's a big storm headed this way. And family first. Y'all know what it is. So we're gonna have to make some decisions and do what we gotta do. So I might be away from here. I won't be live, but I'll still be out there. I'll be jumping on other people's platforms if we do make this move. You'll see me out there on other people's platforms. So yeah, just so y'all know, just a heads up. So Dr. B, what's good, brother? I'm doing some work from home at the moment. That's cool. Sister Candace is in the house. What's good, love? Good to see you. Sister Candace is in the house. Always good to see you. As we know, this is a good one, man. This is already one of my favorite shows. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm biased because I got my people on here, man. I got my little sis up here, man. This is the one. This young lady, I ain't gonna lie. From the day that I met her, first time I saw her on Fresh and Fit platform, like everybody else, I was just kind of checking her out, like really intrigued by what she had to say. When I met her, she just blew me away. You know what I mean? Solid. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, this is a hustler right here. You know what I mean? Very respectful. You know, even though we was out there doing wild stuff, kicking it with the, doing that Miami thing, still very respectful, up there, keeping her head on, on the swivel. You know what I mean? And at such a young age, I'm like, yo, she has a young soul. You know what I mean? A very, very young person with an old soul, I should say, a very old soul. So I am so happy and pleased that she agreed to jump on and let me interview her, man, so y'all can get to know one of my favorite people in Miami. You know what I mean? So let's just get this going, man. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, say what's up to Slow Jams, everybody. What's good, baby?
What's good, everybody? Hey, how y'all doing?
Yeah, gotta give you the civilized claps. You know what I mean? Thanks for doing this. I really appreciate this. Man, so what's going on down in the bottom right now? What's up with you before we get into it? Let's just, small talk real quick. What's up with you, sis?
Man, right now, so I'm juggling school, juggling this new job, juggling my merchandise. Y'all go buy ladies' body suits. Men, I got the hoodies. It's winter time. Trying to make sure everybody stay warm. Instead of selling you news, I could sell you some clothes in case it get cold. So, they last forever.
That's what's right off rip. Like, yo, buy the gear.
Yeah, so go straight to my website, www. It's right here in the wall, SLW JMZ.net.
And we will link it in the description below for the replay. It will be in there. I promise you, sister, to be in there so y'all can get in there and make that happen. And so, yeah, listen, why don't you tell these people who you is, girl? Because I know. And the people from the Manosphere side knows, but all my friends from the other side have no idea. They're like, who is this young lady? Tell everybody who you are.
Okay. Who I am: first, rapper. Second, human. Third, a lot of people, fuck with me because of my opinions and, also the talent too. But, behind the talent, there's some type of intellectual spirit back there. So I'm here to tap in, talk. Go beyond my music, talk to my followers. And if you like good music, I'm a very dope artist. So check me out. Pretty cool individual.
That's what's up. Yeah, I heard it. Yo, go cop her stuff for real. We're going to get into it. We even have one of her videos queued up. We might even have a little bit of preview of some of her upcoming music. So you're talking, like you're definitely a rapper first. And when it comes to your art, I know this is your focus, but do you plan to expand? I mean, do you plan to do any other forms? Maybe acting or something like that?
Yeah, I've done acting before already. I was on the OWN network when I was 19, my first little gig. But I'm down to do more acting. My end goal really is to have a talk show.
Word?
I think
I
I'll be
didn't know
the
that.
first, yeah, I think I'll be the first female rapper with a talk show. Or
I did not know that. Like, what type of format? You talking like just a regular old talk show format?
How Tyra Banks had her talk show, but also I'm in school right now for psychology, and a regular adult life, I definitely want to be a therapist. But the entertainment world keep kicking off. I definitely would love to be a major talk show, celebrity with an actual background in psychology, not just hear that to pick at people who have bad stories or, you know, crazy upbringings and exploit them, really get them help, you know, set up treatment options and things like that.
Oh, that's what's up. I did not know that. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so glad you're here, man. Because we rarely get an opportunity to sit down and just chop it up, because when I catch up with you in the day, we're always on the move. By we, I mean the whole clique just kind of meeting up, doing whatever, and you know what it is. So, tell us what it's like growing up in Dade County, man. What was that like for you?
Well, it wasn't too much fun. I'll say that. You know, I had a crazy, terrible childhood, terrible upbringing. Mostly indoors. Now, if you're talking about the internet age, what I seen on the internet growing up, that's different. But going outside, I didn't really get to go outside. So,
but isn't that what it is these days? Like this, because we weren't allowed inside. When I was young, we were kids growing up. We had to stay outside. So you were pretty much forced to stay inside. So the internet became your outside.
yeah,
So
I was exposed to a lot of stuff super early through the internet.
and okay, give me like 2 good things and 2 bad things that you're talking about here.
Good things. Well, music. I went to this all-girls school and they was passing out these MacBooks. I'm like, oh shit, niggas is passing out MacBooks. I think I like not having no boys around, whatever. So I get home, bust open the MacBook and going through all the applications. I see they got GarageBand. And you know, GarageBand is like the great value version of Pro Tools. If you guys don't know, it's like basically a recording software. So, and it came with the laptops. And I went to all-girls school. None of them girls was thinking about rap music. But yeah, because of the computer, I was able to get on GarageBand. And then searching the internet, I'm looking up different rap projects, different producers and stuff. And I'm starting to fall in love with rap at that time. I was 13. I think that was like 2011, 2010. And then I'm falling in love with rap in that era. Then I get to travel way back in our little digital space age and go figure out all these old projects and old songs and shit. So I definitely love the internet for exposing me to my new interests that I didn't know was coming my way.
Damn, I never thought of it that way. And you're right. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like talking to you.
Yeah.
You have your internet time machine. Yo, that's some fire shit right there. But you do, that's what it is. You have this digital time machine where you could go anywhere you want to go. So when it comes to influences on your music, which era you think you were most heavily influenced by?
Oh, when it comes to making my music, like the actual sounds, definitely like the 90s. But when it comes to my videos, I would really say like maybe 2012, 2010, because around the time, that's when people were getting on YouTube and people weren't trying to fight for subscribers how they are now. It was more like genuine uploads, genuine, this is what I do. So seeing certain artists, you know, have these like underground interviews on underground vlogs and filming what it's like a day in their life on some regular shit now, not when they blew up, when they were on the way coming up. That was pretty dope to sit there and get all wound up in that.
Wow, that's what's up. I didn't even think about it, bro. Dr. B, one of the heavy hitters over there, along with Sister Candace on the Fresh and Fit in the Fresh and Fit world. He's saying SJ is underrated. Yes, she is, y'all. I'm telling you, we take a picture, you know what I'm saying, record this, because it's gonna come a time when she gonna be so big, it's gonna be hard to get a hold of it. Now she always gonna make love, room for Uncle Saint. But you know what I mean? But that's what we pushing for. We want you to be so busy, you know what I mean, that we just can't even catch up with you. You know what I mean? So yeah, she's definitely underrated. Brother Grios, yo, what's up, D.L. Saint? Hard work pays off. Get ready for this weekend. They not ready. Stay tuned, my brothers. Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready. And then, like, Myron the Fresh will be back in town here pretty soon. Like I said, I'll be in Miami in a couple of weeks to help celebrate my man Fresh's birthday. Like, that's my dude. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Wonderful 34's in the house. What's good, bro? Good to see you. Brother Hayoka's in the house. Casual Germs in the house. Like, everybody was like showing you love. That's what's up. So before we continue, it's something I did want to show. We're talking about what you just said about the 90s versus the 2000s, and the influence of your art form. One of the things that blew me away was when you did Big. That video just, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, because it gave me a peek inside your head. I'm like, her head inside of your brain is just as scrambled as mine. I'm like, yo, little shorty just as crazy as I am with the thoughts outside the box. You're not, for being such a young person, I'm like, you're not supposed to think like this. I'm like, this is some Missy Elliott type. You know what I mean? So what influenced you on two things. First of all, like what was the influence behind it? And how did you manage to get it done? Because you at this time you're not signed to anyone, right? So everything you do is it's on you.
Straight out of pocket, yes. Straight on SJ's tab.
Straight on SJ's tab. Damn.
Okay, basically what made me come up with that idea. The song, you know what I'm saying? Everybody say hi to me. I'm the loudest bitch in the clouds. Everything's so little to me. I'm the biggest bitch in town. I feel like, especially that
Merch.
female rappers, funny as hell. Female rappers, they usually get called a bitch or called out their name because they're not bending over or they're not bendable to certain rules and stuff. And I honestly have been called bitch so many times, even in casual talk with my female, with my homegirl, with my bitches. But, if I'm going to be a bitch, I'd rather be the biggest bitch. So the video was to emphasize how big I could really be and how small the town really is once you get to know everybody, once you feel like you're the biggest or you're the biggest. Everybody knows your name left and right. It's like the town kind of shrinks. And I just want to play on that, being the biggest bitch. The influence, though. So when I was growing up, I seen this movie called Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. And the kid had on like this crazy overall outfit. And I remember that. Godzilla. Funny thing, after I shot it, before I dropped it, but after I shot it, one of my mentors showed me this video by Snoop Dogg called New York, New York. And I'm like, oh shit, I looked at it. It's literally the same thing. I think it's the same concept. The town's small, he's big, he's sitting on a building. I just thought it was cool because, seeing it. But definitely, yeah, the talk of the town, feeling like everything's small. I wanted to play on that, show you my imagination. How I shot it. Okay, so basically I shot it on the 9 hours. The first 4 hours is when I had my hair short. I was the regular size, aka the small me. Then the other 4 to 5 hours, I made sure my hair was hella long, playful. I had my sister on set changing my hair fast. Because remember, this is not no industry budget. I can't afford all that stuff right now. So whatever I could get done in someone's warehouse within 8 hours with my budget, I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to make sure, everyone who's hands-on understands the idea. I make sure I pass out PDFs on set, and I even draw out the angles on how I know it's going to get shot. If I just take a picture of my hand like this, then I do a green screen and layer me on walking in. I don't think it's rocket science.
Yo, I'm gonna pause you right there for a second because Uncle Saint messed around in Hollywood for a minute, right? So in Hollywood, a small budget coming from anybody's studio is, millions. It starts like a real super low budget, hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So what was Slow Jams working with on this project?
I'm not gonna say the exact number, but I will tell you guys it was under $3,000.
Damn. You did this video for less of that. And I know you like to keep it 100. And this is going to kind of delve into your dedication and your commitment to you and to your art form. How did you get that money up?
Well, doing taxes, dancing a lot, like exotic dancing. I worked a fast food job and I worked at an investment firm. And every year I made sure I had a main job and I had my little side hustle. Plus, acting gigs and little music video vixen gigs in between.
And you had to be focused. You had to be disciplined. Put your money away. Not be stupid with your money. Did it? I mean, cause look, go ahead.
I was about to say yes. Even my hair, I had to make sure learn how to do my own hair, learn how to do my own makeup. Last year, I got to the point where I was doing my own nails, and doing crazy shit, like putting diamonds inside my nails so you could see it, putting little pieces of substances in there so you could see it.
Damn.
Yeah.
And so you would always keep yourself a main job because you're like, all right, I got to get that W-2, and you knew like I'm gonna get money back, so that's part of the plan. You got your side hustles, right? Like you said, you're out there dancing. Like, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get it.
Not only just for a W-2, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Sometimes, man, a nigga legs hurt, feet hurt. I don't want to be standing there guessing if I'm gonna make this amount, even though I know I could, because I know the way of the club and stuff. I just don't want to go through that. Sometimes a bitch do want to sit down in some AC in a cubicle and just write notes all day. That's way better than an unexpected, unguaranteed check and you standing up in your heels for however long when I could just sit down and catch AC. Some of my full-time bosses, they be scared at me. They're like, Why you trying to do 14, 15 hours? Because that's what I do at the club. I do from 12 to 12 sometimes. Sometimes noon, I go all the way to 6 a.m. I just power through it because I know this is the money that I need to invest in myself. I'm paying for bills, school, and this whole music shit. Not even just music, even my studio time, bro. I don't even go to the studio. I record my stuff at home. I just try to make sure I put every dollar in time and chance, and just be smart about the budget and how I do it. I got a talent, and I feel like I really need to get off, and this industry is making it a little tough, but it's not that tough if you try to get all the bread as you can and spend it. So
A little tough, sis. That shit hard as hell, man.
it's
So
hard, but the competition is not there. It's just the rules of the game. It's like any game you hop into. You don't care about everybody else and what they're doing. Make sure you just follow the rules and you come up. So I'm
so let
just. Mm-hmm,
let's keep it 100 here. Let me ask you this,
mm-hmm.
because you just told us how you putting in the work, right? And that's which to me, you fuck around with the manosphere. You've heard this shit before.
Mm-hmm.
You must do the work. But they're talking to men. You're showing the example how as a woman, not just any old woman, as an attractive young woman, you out here like, let me put in the work too. And this is the question. Slow jams, why don't you just finesse you a few motherfuckers? You could have got that 3 easy, right?
Yeah, but
You just keep
I
it
know
100.
I am. I'm gonna keep it 100. That I can't keep. I cannot not keep it 100. I cannot fuck off in somebody's face. Sorry, I can't play in somebody's face for so long or act like I like someone. Doesn't matter the opportunity, the benefit, the dollar. I mean, of course, you still got your bosses that you answer to and stuff, but there's certain lines that I just can't cross. When it comes to my own, how can I take that when I look in the mirror? Like, how can I keep my word thorough? And you could be a real nigga forever, but it take one time for a real nigga to fall and be a fake nigga, then you a fake nigga forever to a lot of people. So
Damn. There's no getting back. Like there's no coming back from that. What you saying?
yeah, it's just hard to I don't know. I be seeing girls doing certain things, and I just can't get jiggy with it. I just feel like I'm wrong. Like I'm playing my father, or I'm playing what I want someone to play my brother or play my uncle and stuff. And shit, women have played my father, and I see how it did him. So
Damn, girl. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because I think young women need to hear this. They need to hear this. I hope I'm going to clip this shit. Ladies, finessing motherfuckers, or to put it the way brother Andrew Tate puts it, the famoose is wrong. That's what I'm hearing. Is what you're saying? Like to straight up finesse somebody is wrong?
I would say it's wrong, but there's levels to where I've seen shit really get out of hand because that person is solely based on finessing. You don't even have to finesse. You could literally make a win-win situation. You don't have to just try to make everything one-sided. You're not gonna get too far with a mentality like that.
Damn. Girl, look. And yeah, we got a lot of chats here. I just want to hit some of the chats, y'all. Thank y'all for the support. I really appreciate it. Brother Hayoka, Wonderful 34, both in the house. What's good, fellas? Thank you. You know what I mean? We got Michael Phoenix in the house. What's good? You know what I mean? Shouts out to Slow Jam. Girl, if your favorite song ain't Slow Jams with Twista and Kanye, I'm going to have an attitude, laughing my ass off, just playing. What is your favorite song out there right now? Like, what's your top? What song you just got finished listening to?
Song Cry by Jay-Z in the car.
Song Cry.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. See what I'm saying with this old soul? I swear you probably like was born in the goddamn 70s or 80s. The way you be acting out here, shawty.
So the way life been jumping me and throwing me different scenarios and handling it, I feel like I done gained 40 years of experience, or I don't know.
And that all ties into, that's why I asked you about the day, because Dade County's been crazy since I was a youngin'. I mean, since, like the cocaine hit there, cocaine cowboys, all that kind of stuff. Like the streets, it's always been unforgiving down there. So you couldn't go out, but you were still dealing with people who were in that street life, or were you completely removed from all that?
I would say growing up, like I said, I had a bad childhood, so I was stuck in the house. But once I finally got out of that toxic stage of my life, I was still really away from those type of people. But because working in the club, some of them were my coworkers, or some of them were my staff members, or some of them were people that I see on the regular, or even doing rap shit. There are certain areas where I know if I pull up to this music video, it just might be a shootout. Like one
Damn.
time I was in a shootout, bullet grazed me. I wasn't even at anything that was even considered remotely hella dangerous. I would say maybe because I was in Wynwood at this like art design area. Not even a spit away is, a low poverty area. So their beef
Yes.
kind of spilled over into that area and from overtime.
Yeah,
And
that's why I don't mess with Wynwood. Everybody like go. First time I went to Wynwood, shout out to Chris, the best producer on the planet over there, Fresh and Fit. He was like, man, go to this place. I think it was a Jamaican place or something. He was telling me to go to some spot over in Wynwood. Check it out. I go over there, man. I pull up with my people. We take an Uber. We got out of the car, looked around. Because I was in the Uber and because I was going to a bar, I didn't bring that thing. Soon as we get out the car, I'm like, man, get another Uber, man. We out of here, man. I need a pistol over here. Everybody's talking about Wynwood. I'm like, nah, not Uncle Saint. Not without my thing. Because it's just, we drove through the hood to get there. I'm like, bro, the hood right 2 blocks over. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if it's going to pop off, it's going to pop off. I ain't trying to be, I don't want my story to end here. So I went back to Brickell. Call me bougie. Keep telling y'all I'm bougie.
hold on, let me let my dog out my room before she
All right.
really come up on this live with us.
It's all good. I'll catch up on the chats while you're doing that. I'll bring her down for a second. Brother Marcus was good. Shout out to Salute DL saying I really want to know podcast. Slow Jams, much respect. If the haters and trolls, much respect. F the haters and trolls. And I'm a huge supporter of DL Saint and Slow Jam. Thank you very much. We got Rod Eric in the house along with my brother Marcus, my favorite devil dog. I'm glad you were here. Rod Eric's in the house, Fresh and Fit Dallas, Cornerstone. You heard. I see what y'all doing. Brother Jason was good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what I mean? And Sister Candace was like number 2 in the house. Thank you so much, Sister Candace. For real, for real. I appreciate all my day ones. I really do. Sister Candace always dropping knowledge when she's on here. I'm teaching myself how to edit, y'all. I'm breaking these podcasts down and putting out these shorts. And I'm forced to read and watch these things again. Sister Candace, Brother Hayoka, Brother Jason, all my day ones were just always dropping gems, making it happen, putting in the real, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. You know what I mean? Brother Jason, this is for you, Slow Jams. You know what I mean? This is Brother Jason. He wants me to play something for you. This is for you because he thinks you fine as I don't know what.
Holla, 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 holla.
He trying to get at you. You know what I mean? So Act Blue 34. How much she make on the pole? I mean, why? Why you want to know, bro? Depends, man. I can answer that question. I know women down in Miami back in 2009 that was working at Tussie's making $10,000 in 3 days. How much you making on the pole depends on how hard you want to go at it, my dude. Right. You know what I mean? So, and that's one of those things like, welcome to the show, man. I don't know you, but what kind of question is that? You know what I mean? How much you making? Shoot, how much are the weirdos paying? That's the question you should be asking, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Sister Candace song Cries, my favorite Jay-Z song. You know what I mean? Where she work at, Act Blue.
Oh.
We got weirdos up in here, y'all. Listen, man, look. I knew they was gonna come. I
work at SJ's World LLC. Go buy the merch.
Go buy the merch, bro. We gonna appreciate that, man. Go buy the merch. Go ahead and buy all the hoodies and a few of those her female gear, you know what I mean? Get those away. And once you do all that, verify that, then we'll let you know where you can find Slow Jams, homie. You know what I mean? But that comes at a cost. Sister Jenny's in the house. What's good, love? How you doing? Glad you can make it. And then Sister Candace, I deleted that comment. Very poor taste. Shout out to the mods. That's why we in here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we in here. Thank you so much, because it's going to be some more weirdos. But look, hey, weirdos, I'm here for y'all, bro. I'm here for y'all. Get your money up. Come holler at Uncle Saint. I'll get you squared away. I promise. Because the shit you just said, yeah, bro, horrible. That's not going to get you anywhere. So let's get back on track. You know, look at stand up so we can see that ass, man. Please, we about
go to YouTube. Go watch the music video.
Go watch a music video. So here's the thing I do want to ask you, Slow. How many dudes are like this in the world today, and how many dudes are like straight up real dudes, lightweight gentlemen, know how to move? What would you say, breaking it down percentage wise?
I feel like I don't even know. Because in my world, I don't come across too many lames. So
Oh, word. And this type of behavior would definitely be considered a lame.
Yeah, definitely a lame, because that's not how you. Let's just put it like this: real men know, how to really pull the realness out of a woman, and it's not like that.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Miss Globe Girl's in the house. My favorite sailor in the house. What's good, Miss Globe Girl? Thanks for coming through. Where does Slow Jam see herself in 10 years? Good question. Where do you see yourself, love?
I see myself educated. I see myself owning my home, and I see myself on my own talk show.
Your own talk show. So, yeah. Wow. And like you're always talking about you're in school. Can we talk about that for a hot second? Like, what are you studying? Yeah. Where are you in the process? Like, how long is it going to take?
Studying psychology in the process. Listen, guys, I've definitely dropped out of college 2 or 3 times. I always had like I'm about to make it called opportunity or experience, and then it falls through back in school. So I've been attending school now since 2018, 2017, but not consecutively. So I have not been in school for 5 years straight. It's probably been, maybe if you add it all up, a total of 2 years. I still got 2 more years to go.
Okay, and you're gonna come out with a BA? Is that what you're pursuing?
Yes, but I'm still not sure exactly if I want to just walk with my associates in the arts, or just continue from. I'm not sure how far I want to go with my education.
All right, and you're paying as you go. Have you taken any student loans, or you just doing like everything else?
No student loans. No. Just everything's out of pocket.
Everything's out of pocket. So you understand that the ultimate for Moose from the United States government is those student loans, right? Because they'll give you as much money as you're willing to take.
Yeah, I mean, we can get on that topic, but there's some people that I have seen that did what they were supposed to do. Got the loan, paid the degree, flipped it, paid it back fast, didn't worry about it.
Oh, word?
There's people who just couldn't do it, or are just having a hard time doing it because they have different, life-changing things happening. Kids, I don't know.
And they get stuck. Yeah, and they get stuck holding the bill. They are paying all this money on these college loans, and now they can't get themselves a house. They can't start getting doors. They can't start leveling up because they're being held down by this bill.
Right. Well, wow. I don't know what to say. I know I've never been in that situation.
And hopefully you never will. So,
say nothing.
So we were talking about this video, right? We were talking about this self-produced video that you have going on here. Like, and let's check this out. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this is one of my favorites. I know you got more to come, but yeah, let's rock this out real quick, y'all. This is big.
We gotta play the whole thing now. We could just skim through,
We're just gonna skim through it. We just play. I wanted to play just the first part here because I like the opening shot.
Okay.
With the clouds, and we can actually talk over while I was doing it. But here's the opening shot. I really like this. With big, I mean, look at this. We got icons right here. You got Miami River right here. Obviously a drone shot, but absolutely beautiful. Got Slow Jams up here. Have you taken any classes on filmmaking or anything like that?
No, I haven't. I've taken on one class about film, not in high school, nothing.
Wow, because this right here, this is top shelf right here. This is when you told me that what you did with this, I was shocked. I was like, damn, you did all this on your own? Like, so.
Big money in my little pockets, my little haters in my fucking comments, my foot in my star, riding a rocket, about to take off, and you cannot stop it. I'm not amigo, I ain't your friend. I could get evil, you could be dead, or we could.
Right off rip, girl. Look at you singing your shit. You love your shit. You still love your own.
My baby.
Listen, when you were talking about Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, that was a spinoff from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I don't know if you saw that. Mm-hmm. I want to say that was the 80s or 90s. This scientist shrunk his children. Mm-hmm. So I guess you saw that, and that influenced you with the outfit. Like, I'm loving your hair. You got your nails done. The effects right here. Yo, this is insane. How did you find a producer to help you with this?
So, shout out, and I'm going to always say this, shout out the Greatest Productions. Greatest. GREATEZ, not with the S, T, greatest. So I was going through, this is what I do. I try to make sure I scour through the internet through hashtags. This is why it's important to hashtag your stuff. So I'm scouring through hashtags, you know, green screen Miami, Miami this and that. Came across this guy greatest. I'm looking, okay, first thing I do, I go through your portfolio, check out your Instagram up and down, most recent upload. Then I go to your website. So you have another platform where you have all your things set up portfolio where I can see it. Seen this video of him making this guy fall out of space, and I think he crash landed into his car or something like that. So the fact that I see that he's great with green screen, and I see nobody else doing it, the lighting's right, you know, this and that, plus the angles I know that I could create, that would just make it easier for him to shoot. Like, you know, it would be harder for me to make me walk under my clothes, you know, and come out the pants hole. But it's easier to have me just walk on my hands, easier editing. So to find someone to do it, I just took me a quick little Instagram search, found greatest. He came and met me, and we sat down and talked about it, each scene, step by step, how are we going to do it. And the thing that made me feel good about working with him, he actually had the equipment. I wasn't just blurting out ideas, and he's saying yes, taking my money, and don't have the equipment or even the network of people to reach out and make sure I get this for this and make sure this happens, and we got a place for that, and then this for that. Even when I came there, he had food on set, which surprised me, because a lot of videographers are not doing that, believe it or not, locally. They do not have the skill set, the equipment, the understanding, the creative vision, the execution, and the professionalism, and the human side that he brings in. You know, he's not super robotic, but he's not someone to just play with all the time. Very great prices, you know, so he was worth it. And he shot at least, I would say, 80% of my music videos. A great production. Like, anything I thought I want, he gets it done. I don't need 30 takes, 52 takes, 43 rough draft cuts. And it's never late, it's never rude, never misspelled anything. It's like a creative, safe angel.
Man, that's what's up. Hey, what you put out comes back to you. That's what it sounds like. You good people. You don't finesse people. So, you know, you out there, you find the people who aren't finessing us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I want to play just a little bit more, and then we'll come out. But I do love this video.
We could get money, boy, we could get bread. Sesame with the beat, sesame on the street, no shamashers on my block. Niggas on my cock, homies getting shot, bitches throwing shots, they loving hip-hop. Yes, we shopping talk, got full shopping carts. Everything we bought, it is not a stock. They say that I'm cold, but I'm really not. I am not a stove, but they know I'm hot. Bitches be sweating, cause the bitch be flex. I ain't really in texting, no.
Look at you trying to act. Help me. I love that, yo. I love that. The reason I love this video so much is because you got it done. You made this. I've seen projects. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars that aren't as good as this. It's not as funny. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have the story being told. Like, we can easily see the story being told, right? And we're listening to, you know, we're listening to the track. We're listening to your talent. We're listening to the rap itself, the song itself. Yo, kudos to you, girl. Well done on that one. Well done. I don't know why you won't let me. As soon as this video's over, I'm gonna finish watching this. I love watching it. Damn. So, and that's something I wanted to ask you about. I know in Hollywood this happens all the time, and I know in the music business, like when that hashtag Me Too came out, to this day I don't know how they skipped over the music business. But you just told us a good story of how you work with a man who helped you get this project off the ground, get it to completion, get it out there. It's perfect. Mm-hmm. And he didn't, I mean, he was being 100 with it. Now, how many dudes have you come across just, you know, basically trying to, oh yeah, I could do it. And then they trying to get close. They're trying to get inappropriate. They're trying to get, you know what I mean? They're trying to smash.
You do not understand the Miami music scene down here, the local underground one. Just to put some real background on it, you know, it was really before X-Pass, you had the whole underground wave with Space Ghost. And then now a few years went by. That's 2012 era. Remember when I started getting into the internet? So that's around the time my scene was just starting to kick up. About 10 years ago, now that I think about it, 2012. Now I'm entering the scene maybe around 2017, 2016, graduated high school around those years. And then you have, you know, the not the newbies, but now you got the new middle school coming in, taking over. Of course, you got Chicken Trina, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about the underground, you know, grungy artists. So now, after, you know, one of the biggest artists blew up, And then the other one, he passed away with his ex. Now you got like the little people from that circle hanging around. And it's like, I feel like when I get in these rooms with these people from that time that are expired from that clout time, I feel like it's like either sexual tension in the room, or it's in my DM, or it's like some competition. I feel like a lot of people in my town know I could spit. A lot of people in my town, when they bring my name up, they know damn well, okay, this bitch really be putting out content and stuff. But some people ask me, oh, why didn't you work with so and so? Why didn't you work with, you know, this big name who stay in Miami, or this big name, or that name? That it's because you don't understand that person probably slid in my DM being weird. And now when I get in the room and I hear people talk about these great producers, these great engineers, these great coaches, I can't respect them because they're looking at me as a piece of meat. And even though I probably saw them as a musical goal that I wanted to achieve, it doesn't feel good when your idol is looking down on you. Like, they just want a piece of your ass the whole time. It's pretty weird.
And you can't even get, because we'll jump to this too. You were talking about mentors, and I was going to ask you, how important are mentors for you in general?
I would say, like, okay, a lot of people don't have the best ties with their family. I don't. But the best thing about a mentor is, like, they're not forced on you how when you're born into a family. Like, these people in these positions in your family are forced in those positions because you're born with the same DNA. Well, a mentor is different. You get to learn from them, and you know, you don't feel like it's forced. Like, a mentor is like a chosen parent. Like, you know how you like, oh, I didn't choose to be born here. You could be chose to be born again through a mentor, someone else who's here to, you know, guide you, and they're actually here to help you. They're dropping gems on you that your friends who just go drink and smoke all day with you could never do, you know. And they're older, so I respect them as OGs, you know. And it's dope, you know. It sucks not to have, you know, the best parent setup, but that only opened the slot for me to take in more OG women, more OG men, like, and dope ones too, ones that actually help me and point me in the right direction. Even my toe lady, Vietnamese OG lady, she just put me down for some big jobs, and she knows big people. But it's just a relationship I built with her. I opened up to her, and she's just giving me straight, you know, facts and advice and things that's gonna help me. And to be honest, some people my age, it's not their fault. They don't know anything past what I know. They're only my age, if not younger mentally. I can't force them to give me no real game. They haven't been in the field long enough. So pick your mentor. Very important. And then, you know, your mentors are not always meant to stay. You're just supposed to extract the lessons and keep it going. One day you're gonna want to be a great mentor. You're gonna be a great OG to someone.
That's what's up. Have you done that? Have you given back? Have you mentored even at your young age? Have you mentored some folks right now? Because simply because you're young in years doesn't mean you can't mentor someone who might be a little older than you.
Right. There's definitely different girls that know to call me that are younger than me, for advice or for a play, an acting gig or something, or they just need someone to dump their feelings to. Like, that's where that therapeutic side of me come in, with being trying to be a therapist and a talk show host and psychologist. Like, yeah, you guys could just talk to me and get it out, because there's gonna be days where I need that, you know. So, and also when I went to this all-girls school, we had this program called Big Sister Little Sister. So that whole mentorship idea was already, you know, revealed to me when I was 10 years old, 11 years old at the school.
And that's what's up. That's what's up. Brother Griot's just talking about the video, because that's his world. He was like, I take it the shot that second part of her being a giant differently, then scaled it to be immersed in her first part where she was on the balcony. I'm still learning new skills. And I'm like, I'm not really into that world, bro, but there's a million and one ways to do it. I do know that much. You know what I mean? Like, people with honing these different skills, and I just started teaching myself to edit. And I tell you what, I have a brand new respect for anybody in that world, because editing ain't no joke. That's why I paid so well in Hollywood. That's why I paid so well. And it's time. I mean, you can sit down and edit something, and before you know it, you done spend 3 hours. You know, you got like maybe a minute worth of work done. It takes that long just to get it right. You know what I mean? So, damn. So are these the things that you're forced to do because of the money constrictions? You have to just take. Okay.
Yeah. So to save more money in my pocket, and it wasn't only just that, because when I was younger, I had more speed and more youth to keep dancing. So I would go to work every day, and I was ready to spend whatever on the video. I was that, like a young bull on trying to just prove that I'm a rapper so bad. So, and there's times that I noticed I done messed around, gave this person the wrong amount of money, and they can't even do what I asked them to do. It's because I'm giving it too fast, And so for me to not fuck around and lose 2,000 on someone who's going to take it and go to Georgia and not come back, let me take that money and go buy a camera, or let me take that money and go buy software to edit my own video. So I don't have to worry about some, human having a human day as a videographer and they taking it out on me and my work. So to avoid that, I made sure I went and, watch YouTube videos on how to edit, or just watch videos that I've always enjoyed, the color schemes. And I don't know if I didn't say this part, but I definitely used to paint and draw by hand when I was younger. So I know about settings and designs. Why is it not? It's not rocket science for me to pick up a camera, figure out some dope color schemes. I already got dope music, and just get it done.
Well, no, you didn't share that, girl. That answers a whole lot of questions, shouty. Now I get where the creativity comes from, because you're so creative already. So, have you ever worked with someone who have like no creative bones in their body? They're just like analytical.
Yeah, it's called life. It's a lot of people who just are not creative. Yeah, school and just in general.
And they're just stuck right into whatever that is, which kind of segues into what I wanted to talk about next. You know what I mean? Because those people are just different. There's nothing wrong with them. They're great folks. They're just zoned in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most creative people are just like, there are no blinders. They see it all. They're like, shit, look at that. You know what I mean? And they can work with that. Because again, I'm a stand-up comedian. You cannot be good in that world if you one of these type people. You know what I mean? It's just, that's all you got. Right. You got to open it up, and you got to see the humor in everything. You got to see it in the beauty. You got to also see the humor in the darkness. You know what I mean? So that's part of being creative. But let's talk about Fresh and Fit. That's how we met. That is how I got to know Slow Jams. I remember the first time I saw you on there, and you were talking about how I think Myron was asking, would you rather be friends with females or be friends with males, and why? And it was like, because you were saying, I can understand why these guys are leery of women, because these chicks be trying to finesse me. And you gave a story of how these girls knew you were about to go out, and they came along with you because they were intending to use your friends to pay for everything. And in some cases, use you to pay for everything. Like, is that the norm these days, or is that just confined in certain small bubbles?
I would say in certain bubbles, but in like Miami, it's like bubble field. Like everywhere you go, it's different bubbles. All right. Most of these bubble people, women, and men too. It's like a trade for trade. It's very like a barter system out here. People exchange literally what they want, but they do it in the most slickest, non-smart, human way that is kind of fucked up. So, yeah, there was this time I was staying in this nice apartment downtown with some very wealthy friends, and anytime I invite a homegirl, or so I thought, a girl that's just out her home, in my home, coming over, she would just film the whole balcony. Sometimes we'll order a bunch of seafood, steak, whatever, nice ass food. She would just sit there and every piece of everything, like anything we ever did, any drinking or anything else we was partaking, she'll film all of it, upload it, and it'll be every time. And it kind of pissed me off. Like this one time I invited another girl over. One time I wasn't at the house, and I see her posting that address, because the little machine downstairs in the front lobby has a camera with the address and the name of the building. So whoever's looking through it could see who's already at the front of the building, at the first floor. And we like way on a 30-something floor. I see her posted on her story, like it says the address. And I had to DM him like, yo, take that off. Like, you think it's cute because it's an LED screen, in the lobby and stuff. But bro, that's not cute. You posting up where I lay my head at, even though they don't know what unit, you still making it a no danger zone for me. And people don't go through hustling and all that just to be put back in danger. So you're not going to sit there and just put me at risk because you want to flex. And flex what? That you rich? Because that's not your food. That's why you flexing it. You're not used to it.
Wow. And this is something that I know I think about it all the time. When you see me in Miami, who you see me with? Me, right? I don't I don't really rock with nobody else. I go down and see my people, you know what I mean? But I roll alone, and that is why. Because you don't know who you dealing with, and you don't know where their mind state is. Oh, this is cute. Let me post this. And it's like you said, oh, now I come out that building, somebody could be waiting on me. You know what I mean? The people out there, man, you being silly. No one's going to sit on you and wait. This is what they trained me to do in the Army. We would sit on a target for days, if not weeks on end, just watching, waiting and watching. And if they taught me to do it and I can do it, that means anybody can do it. Right? So you doing the right thing there. And I noticed that with you, you don't really rock with a whole lot of people, Slow. Like, you know what I mean? Is that why?
Yeah, because it's SJ's world, man. Fuck the world. It's SJ's world. Really is because the world's not no amusement park, you know, but you got to make it your own. And if I could edit who I don't want in my life without really editing them out my life, I could do that. I could just choose not to. It's too many spirits out here that has been involved with other spirits that probably got other spiritual debt or karmas around them that I'm not aware of. And I'm not saying everybody's has a clean plate, because I ain't got no clean plate either. I probably got certain things that you don't want to deal with. So to avoid confusion, I don't want to be around too many people, especially too many people that aren't doing anything or aren't trying to, you know, do anything. And it's not about doing anything for me. Like I was saying earlier, the people who value the most, they love you for free, and they don't try to dangle stuff in front of you and things like that. And I feel like social media is making it like a dangling contest, like a almost said something crazy, but like, you know,
say what you want. Say what you want. We good.
And it's like a who's dick is bigger contest every day. It's just so annoying. Everybody has one. Everybody has one. So trying to fake it and do this and that, it's just I can't take it. And my meter is not built for that. You know, to be mentally healthy, I cannot just sit there and be around so many people. And even for me to just keep myself organized, maybe I'm not even for too many people at once like that. So
that's what's up. Wise thought. Like I said, you be saying some wise shit, Slow, for real. So like SJ in the house, y'all. We got Slow Jams in the house. Brother Ness was saying, managing software interfaces is a pain and huge learning curve in all fields, videos, music, coding, etc. And then Brother Grills was also talking about that. You know, these are people in the world, so I feel they pain. I know what they're talking about. Editing takes patience. Creativity is vital because it lets you see the world beyond. Once you have the vision in your mind, you must figure out how to bring it to life. I use Premiere Pro. That's what's up. Appreciate that input, fellas. And that's real talk. So let's talk about Fresh and Fit. Like I said, that's why I saw you on Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit seems to be the two men that the internet world loves to hate, man. What's up with that, man? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm gonna keep it 100%, 1000. How other people view them is really like, you know, right now I'm behind the screen, and you can count this as me being an entertainer. You can count this as me being informative. You could count this as me being real. You could count this as me being, it don't matter. Like, when I interact with them, I know look, this is not what they're saying is wrong, but you don't have to agree to everything someone says. You know, you have to understand this is also an entertainment pit. It's a highlight reel, everything. And number 3, the way they treated me, I could never come out my mouth and say, oh, they're foul. Oh, I hate them. Never. I could never. They definitely did a lot for me. Way more than people that's been in my life have even ever had a conversation on doing anything with me, and they've done it. So.
And that's what's up. And that's real talk. And, you know, I've said that a million times. You know what I mean? Like, look, I've been down there. I met these dudes. I know what's going on inside of there. You know, a lot of people like to say, oh, you know, they bring on these dumb bimbos. They're out there. They're using their platform to finesse, and they smashing them chicks. What do you have to say about that?
About them bringing on dumb girls? Bimbos?
About them bringing on, like, they say that Myron and Fresh are bringing these girls on. They bring the girls on as individual dudes. They're out there sourcing women, which we both know isn't necessarily, it's not the case, and that they are only trying to bring on women that they're trying to smash.
Listen, it only applies if it applies. If you smashable, you smashable. If you're dumb, you're dumb. They don't source out people. They don't have a dumb detector and just a radar goes off and ding ding ding. They find a dumb broad. You know, it just so happens that a lot of them tend to be down in Miami, look really gorgeous. That's like any typical Hollywood movies, any entertainment show. A lot of these shows that have, you know, bitches with blonde hair or really, really rich women, they're probably dumb most of the time. It's not just a joke. This art imitates life, life imitates art. And yes, in the same world, there are still women who are woke, conscious, put together. You know, sometimes these women aren't built to be on the podcast at a random night every other night. They're possibly actually at work, possibly actually in class right now, probably actually not behind the screen. So for you guys to sit there and say that they purposely surf out, no, they've sourced women who's married, women who has kids, women who really aren't dumb, women who aren't too emotional. They have a whole variety. It's just that, let's keep it real. If I go out to the street and I source different women, how many women do you think I'm going to come across that are hella smart right now at the moment that are in the street free and just walking around for me to talk to? Not that many. So it's not rocket science. It's just logistics, and it's just that's how the show operates. Like, it's part of their platform. That's how it's going to go. I don't think, you know how hard and how long it'll take to make sure you find educated, smart women thoroughly. You probably got to email these bitches first. You can't just go walk up to them on Ocean Beach and ask them a question.
Right. And keep in mind, the majority of the women that you see on Fresh and Fit, especially now, early, like maybe a year ago, Myron and Fresh had a hand in it, but now it's Chris and other people who are out there helping source. So,
right.
Like, and Chris uses Instagram. You want to be on the show?
Right.
Send me your Instagram. That is it.
Let's not be slow here. Let's break the wall. Fresh and Fit. Even if you want to believe the hype, you think they bring on dumb females all the time. There are some women that I've seen behind the sets that have literally made it their goal to get on the show to try to make an ass out of everything. Like, try to make the show a gimmick, try to come on there and force things. Oh, they're saying any woman can get on. Let me just get on the show and let me just start up. Let me go in there and be abrasive. Let me go in there and just start with this mentality. Let me just go in there and just start like. And I feel like a lot of people, you know, like we said earlier, not creative. They don't live past poetry or in it. They kind of live in what they hear, what they see, what they think, and that's what they take. They don't give themselves time to develop their thoughts before it becomes mature. They just spit them out when they're still evolving. So, yeah, some people who purposely, you know, try to get on the hate train by actually, they're bitches. Sorry, there's females that definitely have it out for Fresh and Fit, and they make it a sweet goal to try to, I'm gonna mouse my way on the show, then I'm gonna go on the show and I'm just gonna bust them out on their platform, and it never works. They always get kicked out, you know. So yeah.
Which is so weird though. And then so let's talk about the stuff that they actually talk about. And before I do that, Brother Ines has something I can't find. Oh, here it is. Fresh and Fit say a lot of reckless shit, and it's easy to take them out of context. Yes, but that is the entertainment part of it. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Because if they weren't saying anything reckless, no one would watch. Right? No one will watch. Everybody's calling me right now, asking me about this storm because the media is hyping up a hurricane. They just hyping it up. We don't know what's going to happen. But they've hyped it up to the point where I got people in California calling me, people back home calling me. Everyone like, oh my God. It's like, what are you talking about?
You know, sunshine. I didn't even get like a flood warning or anything yet. You know how usually your phone just scream uncontrolled, mm-hmm. You can't stop it. I haven't got a serious one yet. So I don't know. Maybe because I'm just in Florida, I feel this way. But usually we get an alert, and I didn't get any alert. I just got people blowing me up too on the internet.
That's crazy. And you know what? Because you're the subject today and I'm interviewing you, I owe you like 6 merches because you keep talking about how you feel like. I was like, Mercury merch. I feel like I don't want to break her train of thought, so I'll let it ride. But I'm keeping count. Shouty, right here. So, but yeah, like I mean, you know, with Fresh and Fit, that's part of the platform. That's why those guys have coming up on 1 million subscribers. That's why those guys are pulling down the money like they're doing. But they are putting out some good information. And people always talk about the craziness with the after hours shows, but no one really watches the early
Nobody
shows.
watches the fitness part. Nobody watches the finances part.
And they're doing themselves at this. Oh, go ahead.
I watch the fitness part. There's been multiple videos where Martin explains certain things to me, intermittent fasting and different things that even I, as a woman, I'm not no man. I don't have no junk between my crunk down there. But there's certain things I click on as a female viewer that doesn't have anything to do with men versus women. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of tired of the men versus women talk. I'm kind of tired of talking about this gender talk for so. How many episodes of this are we gonna?
Right, over and over and over again.
Hey, we still gotta, like each other and get together and make things happen. So how deep is it? Unless it's in conversation and then in action. But beyond that,
that's what's up. And that brings us to our next talking point here. What are your thoughts on the current dating game, the current sexual market place, the sexual marketplace out there? Because you in it. I'm up here in Tampa. I'm an old man. You know what I mean? I'm old enough to be your granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? So, but you down there, you in it. What are your thoughts on it?
I would say it has gotten more communicative. I would say people are a little more upfront, and just because you're upfront about what you want doesn't mean you deserve it. But a lot of people are more upfront about what they want. It's a lot of females that are blatantly okay with, receiving currency, and there's some guys who are blatantly okay with getting currency taken from them because they're like a slave to their flesh. But I also feel like there's a lot of talking about the dating market, but the people who actually are dating, like, they don't talk to each other. Like, and I'm guilty of it too. I will call my homegirl for dating advice when I could just talk to the guy that I'm probably interested in and get it out of him. But the atmosphere of how this men versus women dating game has been going is making it seem like I need to go back to my football team, huddle up, talk to all my females, and then go to the opposing team. I shouldn't even be feeling like it's teams or I'm opposing. But at the same time, there are different lifestyles that require different dating habits to occur. Like, you do have women that, like I said, aren't out in the clubs, that they aren't getting that life first level experience on certain things. They're just going straight to the books. Now when it's time to date, they don't know when a guy's lying to them. They've never been out. Then there's some girls who's been out too much, and they don't know when a guy's being honest with them. Like, then you got some guys who done had so much sex that they don't even know what love is. They're so drowned by lust. Then you have some guys who never had enough sex, and they don't even know what. So there's different levels. There's some people who make too much money that they can't even relate to you when you cry about your broke problems. Then you got some people who travel too much. They don't know what it's like to complain about a car note. They're probably catching flights every now and then. They're not worried about that. So it's different levels. One thing I will say that I've seen a lot of people talk about is that a lot of them have been taking the time out to either hold their families accountable or their spouse's family accountable for how they're walking through the dating life. I see a lot of people talking about, I don't want to be married for 30, 40 years, getting cheated on because my grandma and my grandpa went through that. I feel that. And there's some men talking about, man, I don't want to have all these kids left and right. I don't want to have, baby mama drama and court issues and being a black man fighting against the black woman and the dollar and the white man. It's like, I feel it. Everybody's being communicative, but I feel like we're all talking on the internet. We're talking on Twitter. We're making jokes, making memes, but we're not really sitting down and holding the person that we want, by hand and opening up to them, tell them, what it is. And I understand, because I don't try to do that before. I try to keep it too real, and that got me too hurt. So the dating game is always going to be just a game. Like,
would you say that people out there want to be in a relationship? They want to be in a committed relationship. They want to have that significant other, or do you think that that's all cap and they just looking to smash and or get money out of the other person?
Both. I think number one, like the first thing is, I think everybody wants it. Everybody wants someone who makes them feel like they're the only one in the whole world and nothing else matters. Everybody wants that. There's not one person, not one slut, not one pimp, not one CEO, not one single person, not one married person that wants that feeling. Everybody wants that feeling. Now, when you talk about what do you need from the person, of course you want that person to look at you like this, but there's other things that you need. You don't just need hope and love. Sometimes you need someone that's, that understands you. You need someone that could, really understand how you move with the bills, help you with the bills. You need someone that understand how to handle kids and stuff. So we all want that stuff. We all mainly want that same nuclear love image, but the real world just won't let us do that. There's certain factors that we have to take into consideration. And there is some people who's like, you know what, fuck it. I sat here and been real. I want to finesse now. I want to finesse niggas left and right. That's what I want to do. There's some dudes right now, and I feel like this is just me speaking against what everybody else think, unpopular opinion. I feel like this whole it's okay to cheat, it's okay to have so many different sexual partners and call a relationship it's never been healthy. It never ends up healthy, and I don't like how I see it more and more trying to get pushed. It's just not my lifestyle, so maybe it's just truly uncomfortable for me, but it's uncomfortable for reasonable factors, STDs, arguments, karma from other relationships spilling in with new people, and you don't know who's lying to who about what with who at what time. It's just a game that I don't want to play. So
now you and I had this discussion a couple weeks ago. Last time I was in Miami, we were at the W. Shout out to the W. You know what I mean? And we were sitting there. We had a little bit to eat. We had drinks. You know what I mean? We had folks with us. It wasn't just the two of us. It was a group of us, and we had this conversation. So I was saying that, and let me, before I get into this, I'm gonna tell you right now, Uncle Saint never cheats. I just don't do it. I choose not to. But I understand Kevin Samuels and Myron Gaines when they say that men should exercise options. Now you were like, why? And I don't understand it because we were talking. You kept saying cheating, and I'm like, well, it's not cheating if someone agreed to it. So,
that's
but you,
if it's not cheating if the person agrees to it, but even then that can change. But what I'm saying is, of course, exercise options. Like, of course, go do that. If this person is not giving you what you need in your life right now, and you're just not in the mood to babysit and play build a bay, go to the next person and just get what you need. But it would be wrong for you to sit here and have one person thinking or feeling that you're dedicated to them, even if they give you the green light to go smash. If this person is really not cool with that, or you're not cool with the repercussions that could happen from that in this day and age, don't even go down that street. It's maybe just more mind-boggling, like you said. Like, I'm asking why. Maybe it's more mind-boggling to me. Why would you lie and cheat? And I don't know. It's just more mind-boggling to me. Like, why even go down that route? Why even have multiple sex partners at once? Why have to have that awkward conversation? There might be a day she really feel like you're just a complete liar, and anything you say is out the window, even if it's business related, bills related. She's a female. How most females probably think about certain things. So don't even try to force it. If that's not how it is naturally, don't force it. And I think most of the time naturally is shit to me. To people in open relationships and certain people that I spoke to, not the whole world, all these categories, just people that I've come across, a lot of them still have an urge of selfishness that they want someone to themselves. Even the ones who have, I even asked this man who has a lot of hoes. I'm like, how do you feel when your hoes walk away? And he felt like it's the end of his world. He hate when they get a boyfriend. I'm like, so at the root of everything, you still just want to feel like you're the only one. It may not be true, but a lot of people want that feeling. And I don't know why we try to put so many games and metrics on not getting closer to that feeling.
Damn. So, okay. Damn, that's cool because we didn't get into that part. And so you say at the end of the day, whether you a high value guy and you got 4 committed women, you still at the end of the day, you really just, it'll make you mad if you lose one of your women to another guy.
I kind of understand it.
So what's the flip side of that for women? If you are that woman that walks away, will you miss that guy?
Well, will I miss the guy that has multiple of me's?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's say you're one of 4 and you walked away because you're like, you know what? I'm tired of this life. I know I agreed to it. I don't like it. I'm moving on. I'm leaving. He misses you, but replaces you. You will miss him.
Realistically answering, there's a piece of me that's gonna miss him. But I've, like everybody else who's probably not been in that situation yet, but a lot of people have been in the regular situation where if you just leave one person that only knew you, you know, they say they want you back, of course you're gonna want them back. But because making it short, but because of my experience with one person who only wanted me, I'm going off that type of missing me. I'm not going off of the guy who missed me and I got 4 other girls. It's not the same as the guy who missed me that had me, you know, just with him and not with other women around. That's a different, it feels more serious and it's more zoomed in on me. So of course, you know, everybody in their head, this is their world, this is my world. So of course I want the person who shows the utmost, you know, love and respect and yearn for me. Splitting it with 4 or 5 other women, I can't tell. What do you tell her when I'm not around? You saying you miss her? Is that the same how you miss me? Like, I remember this one song, Beyonce had a lyrics, nice lyric. You know, like a lot of men say sex is like peeing. It's like scratching the edge. It's nothing. You say it's nothing. But if I give that nothing to someone else, then now it's something. And you're saying it's nothing. What you're doing is nothing to another woman, but you're giving half of what I consider something to this woman that you consider nothing. So now it got me questioning, you know, my value and how I feel. And that's just not a situation. I'm just not built for that.
Man, because what I'm hearing, because of our culture, like this is a monogamous culture, whether you want to admit to it or not. And yes, there's certain dudes, the top tier guys do exercise options. They can't easily replace women. But I know when they do lose their number one chick, they are upset. But they just go on and do whatever. But for everybody else, they do want to come home to that one. And I hear you. I mean, that would be amazing. Yeah. But so many people have fooled themselves. And then we have all this deception. Because the average dude, like, again, this is what like Myron and them talk about, you know, on that platform. Myron the Fresh and all the dudes that come on that platform. You give a regular guy, you know what I mean, you know, $1 million for the weekend. You put him in a penthouse and give him an exotic car. He's gonna smash a bunch of women. Right? He's gonna smash a bunch of women. Even if he has his own woman, it's very few guys who will just say no to that. Now I'm one of the dudes is like, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation. No, I want to be with my woman. I don't want to mess that up. You know what I mean? But to your point, it's like a handshake. Men can have sex with women and forget all about it. But I don't think women can do that. I don't think women can have sex with men and just forget about that man unless they're like, you know, like a professional who has sex for a living, it's a job, whatever. But I'm just talking about that. Oh, go ahead.
Man, I don't know. There's this thing called campus, university chicks. And they're the most, you know, educated, well-spoken, ran through whores I could think of. Like, and
you think they forgot dudes? You think they have forgotten guys that they slept?
They forget, but I know when they have their lunch session, that's it. They have their lunch session, they keep it going. There's some girls I knew that were in dorms just doing the do all day, and you can't tell because her skirt is down to her ankle, and you know, and she got her degree versus me who, you know, or a dancer or something else. So there's girls that's built, and I don't know if they're built because it's a cycle. When men disregard women, not saying that all men do or how about men do that. When you make it seem like we're just a factory machine that get reproduce a lineup of, you know, replaceables. Well, what am I going to think? You're just a factory, and there's more factories out there. So women are going to get used to that. Well, he's going to just probably not call me anyway. Well, he's probably going to have 8 women on the side anyway. Well, he's probably, whether you tell me or not, if you move and feel like if you walk like a duck, you know, look like a duck, smell like a duck, I'm going to think you're a duck whether you told me or not. If you move and act like you have different women, am I supposed to sit? Imagine, let's use me because it's me. I sit down and this high value guy tell me, yo, SJ, stop rapping, stop doing this and that. Stop going to school. I'm gonna take care of everything. But if I want to have a different woman come through the house, you know, you got to be cool with that. If I want to sleep with so and so, you got to be cool with that. I'm just supposed to say yes. You know, it's a better lifestyle, I think. But I'm not doing what I love to do, what I want to do. Like, and then you could replace me with anyone else. So now all the stuff that I have probably don't even matter. It don't matter the things that I do and how I feel and how I view things, because you see me as a easy replacement. I just think I understand that you say that guys don't see it that way, but I've met some guys who don't see it that way, and I met people who just don't see other people as that replaceable, especially for, a 40-minute fuck. Like,
Right. 40 minutes? That's a long time, girl. You know, I'm old.
I'm just saying. I don't know what's average for me, but I don't know. I'm just saying. That's how long I see porn videos go. So.
Oh yeah, I'm just joking. If y'all doing 40 minutes or less out there, fellas, y'all need to get y'all stamina up. That's not a good look.
I got a good range. I got a good range of what I like.
You got a good range.
Yeah, man, you gotta be that long with that shit. It's okay.
So you know how to get right there. Like, you know the cheat code. Like yeah. Up, sideways, down. Okay, there we go. Finish.
I probably shouldn't get all these telling what I like.
Hey, yeah, because you know they're gonna be gunning for you. Brother Ness is saying that this topic is where Fresh and Fit go wrong. They say men cheating is wrong, but still try to justify it.
I mean, that's what all men do. They know it's wrong. They still try to justify it. Like,
I mean, it's hard to do. I mean, it is hard to get women, right? Just keep it 100. It is hard to get women if you in that world where you a man who have multiple women. You know what I mean? That's hard to do. It's not like SJ could go out right now, snap her fingers, and have whatever she wants. You know what I mean? So it's in that aspect we all agree is way different. You know what I mean? For me, I can't just snap my fingers and have a dime over here. No, you know what I mean. But what Fresh and Fit says a lot is you got to be upfront in the beginning. Like you with somebody, you got to tell them up front, this is what it is. I agree with that. But even still, I won't do it. That's not for me. But I understand that I have the option to. You know what I mean? Because I've done the work. So I get that. Yo, that's crazy. We got Dorkhead in the house. What's good, Dorkhead? I ain't, you know what I mean? Fresh and Fit people up in this joint. These campus chicks end up growing up dealing with untreated trauma and effects of their future relationships, friendships, and life. Dye their hair blue and go to rallies with V's on their head, vaginas on their head. Yeah, hey, that's a good point. So do you believe, Rollo Tomasi and Fresh and Fit had that show and they were talking about body counts? What's your take on body count?
Well, let's just be logical here. Let's be real logical. I don't think I can name a man or a woman that has only had a body every 6 months, twice a year. If you could tell me one, then I'll be surprised you found someone like that. And I'm not saying because if they have more than one body every 6 months, then they're a whole completely, or because they only have one every month, then they're a saint. That's not what that means. But I can't think of anyone, especially if they're past 18. Let's take someone with a 10-year, adult. Let's just say you safely started doing it at 18. Let's just be safe. Like, I guess not underage. And you're 28 now, 10 years. You're telling me you only smashed one person and all these people now were your boyfriend or your girlfriend every time you smash? No. So that means the numbers could be anywhere. I done heard one girl say 600, one girl say 20, one girl say 12, I've rarely that I've heard or believe anyone that's under the 2-digit range. And it's insane, but it's not impossible to think someone made it to the 3-digit range. But it's not really about how many people they slept with, unless, that becomes like a serious number. Like, okay, 50 men, 50 women, okay. 70 men, okay. And then you have to think about the time frame, how long they've been active. Then because it kind of gets scary, and now you start thinking like, damn, well, how many of them you done let raw dog, or how many of them you was in a relationship with? Because no way you dated 70 people. So I know damn well you ain't have sex with everybody you love. That doesn't make any sense. But
so do you think this plays a negative role on their psyche? Because you're going to school for it. Do you buy into the notion that too many sexual partners, especially for a woman, because it's different for men, I would imagine, too many sexual partners for women could lead them to have a bad mindset or trauma?
You have to have, and I feel like for women it's probably a little more different because of the way the world is. There's more pressure built around, or you having sex with, but just girls can put girls in it too. Like, I know women go through that sexual pressure box more than men do. So I do feel like the more people you interact with, you got to just be mentally prepared, because I still cannot see how someone's mentally prepared sexually, physically to deal with that many people and not build no type of relationship. Now, you do have cold-blooded sex workers who just get to it. They're not thinking twice. I don't know how different that is on the psyche. I haven't done any research. but you do have to have a strong mental, build to just not go through that. But just because you have a conscious mental build, that still doesn't mean subconsciously you're not poisoning yourself with, different activities, different energies and stuff. I want to give you a professional reading, but I can't on this. I definitely do feel like it's not good to have sex with a lot of people or to have a high body count.
And you're saying that for both genders or just mostly for women?
I'm saying it for both, because I would hate for my son to be every girl I know that had a piece of my son. Like, maybe because I'm a woman, or maybe because I'm mother, maybe dad might feel different, but the type of man I choose is not gonna find that as a star quality in his son. Now, women wanted to sleep with my son because he cool and he handsome. Of course, but hearing that, I would hate to hear my son is up and down this street, up and down that block. That would just look messy on me, and kind of messy on his behalf.
Okay, and then we'll end with this because I want to talk to you a little bit about, because you know what's up with that club life, and there's so many guys. I mean, let's face it, man. There's a lot of dudes out there who they get 0 to none when it comes to sexual access, intimacy with women. Like that dude who was on here earlier, who they're just weird. They don't understand how it works. They don't know how to approach dudes, approach as a dude, approach as a man. You know what I mean? So they go to the strip clubs. All right. So how do the women in that world? We're only talking about women in that world, and like that's sex work. That's like entry level sex work. How do women view men, and how does that affect the society overall, in your opinion?
Well, a great question. Just how most men come in there and see us as, sexual objects or object of sexual entertainment. A lot of women, including me, if you walk in there, I'm definitely gonna see you as an ATM. As you see me as a source of entertainment, I see you as a source of payment for this entertainment that you're watching. When you walk into a movie theater, you gotta pay for the ticket. They're not caring that your child is in there with you in a PG-13 flick and what your child think. No, they got the ticket sale from the child entry fee and the adult. Same thing with the club. Like, a lot of women, they get you. A lot of women in that field, they understand it's an ATM, walking money type of things, money breathing in the building. But once again, we're still human. Just how men get caught up in a fantasy. There's been times dancers that got pimped out by their boyfriends and they got caught up in a fantasy. But I will say, the minute you step foot in the club, a guy sees you as an object and a working lady sees you as a walking pocket. So anything that happens,
there are a lot of dudes who go into strip clubs, fall for women, marry said woman. You know what I mean? Get run through the grinder and wind up in the red pill or black pill world. Have you seen that happen?
Yeah, there's girls. Look, there's girls that say that they play for the pink team and they in there getting raw dog. You know what I'm saying? Dirty hammered for 200 at every dude that walk in there, and they going back home to their wife, and their wife has no idea that their wife is actually bisexual for the pain, bisexual for the pain. Then there's some men that are definitely in love with the girlfriend or the significant other who work in the club, and the whole time your woman is in there, doing job interviews with no interviews. She just doing, what I'm saying, those type of other jobs, those B jobs. So I've seen it. Like, I've seen but also at the same time, I'm one of them. So it's hard for me to fully say like all of us are like this, but a majority of them are like that. You see this girl got a big old booty, big pair of breasts. Her hair is 4 different colors. Her nails long. Not being judgmental, but if we was in court, how would I judge you? This is how I would judge you. Like, you're giving me clear basis on how you operate. Okay, how are you when you home? Is your phone always going off? If it's always going off, is the notification banner on, or is it hidden? Like, when I call you, are you always magically busy, or do you always magically gotta get off the phone? It's certain levels. Same thing if the girl was not a stripper. What's the same signs of a hoe if she wasn't a paid hoe?
Same signs, huh? Doesn't matter. Like, if she
it's more. Wow. It's more. Of course, it's more impactful. Damn, not only you a stripper, but now you're doing this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that. That's even worse. So But no, I would tell you at least 80% of the relationships I've seen, you know, either the husband coming there and he cheating on his wife, or the girlfriend worked there and she cheating on her boyfriend for a check. So
Damn.
why would you shouldn't have no type of like, you know, if you, basically if you don't know what the girl really got going on, everything's hidden and it's weird, and she a dancer, call it off, bro.
It's a wrap.
Just
And the
keep
same
going,
thing.
gotta go, yeah.
And the same thing goes for the real busy woman that you done met out and about, wherever, maybe bumped into her at the mall. But it's like you said,
traveling, and you're not really sure why her job don't even add up to why she's traveling so much, but you don't know about her other job. So,
damn. And all the pictures, all the meals, all the bags, all the shoes. It's like, yo, she ain't making that kind of bread.
Lonely dates, yeah. All these lonely trips, lonely dates, lonely plates, lonely shopping sprees.
Damn. So all right, I'll ask you this and then we'll wrap it up. Are there good women out there? Are there good men out there, in your opinion, still today? And if so, is it the majority are good, the majority are bad? What would you say on this?
Well, I would say, for me to say majority is good or bad, I have to experience all of them. But out of my experience of those that I've been around or dealt with romantically or friendly, I cannot even say good, or I can say what's good is what's real. And if it's real, then it's good. If it's bad, then it's probably not real, or it's not a legit situation you should be in. And even though we live in a real world, there's a lot of people who live in a fantasy world. And for me, it's really hard to find people who are actually real, like open and honest about what they have going on. Whether it be like you said earlier, a fake homegirl all on my page and stuff, or a guy playing with me, or someone in the industry. Even when I go to any little casual, whatever, a service spot like Wendy's or something, is the person real enough to tell me they didn't check the bag? Now I go home and now I don't have lettuce on my burger or some crazy shit. Just some people are just not real, and I have to expect that. I don't know if I could say that everyone's good and everyone's bad, but I feel like maybe I live in a different dystopia, but I do feel like a lot of people are not great at being real, and that doesn't make them good. Therefore, a lot of people are pretty bad based on my experience. The people I deal with now, obviously, I deal with certain people, so I don't really try to come across bad or tolerate it too long or tolerate bullshit. But it's really, really rare to find someone who's truly honest with themselves and everyone at the same time. It's rare to come across a good person. Whether you're dating them, sleeping with them, they're your employer. If they're a really good person, you're going to see it. Anyone who's fake or bad, you cannot put up a front for too long. So,
wow, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's real talk. Dorcas, like, I love Maya's hurricane hair. I love it too. You know what I'm saying? I dig that. I dig that look. I said that when you jumped on. I was like, yeah, girl, I dig that look, because hey, most women can't pull that off. Like I say, I'm all about just women with confidence in their own beauty, and they can sit in their own skin and be comfortable. You know what I mean? I've noticed that about you. You comfortable. Like the first day I saw you in person, it was you and Chris walking down the street. And I'm like, yo, what's up? And you're like wearing baggy pants and a sweaty. You had a hoodie on. We was on our way to Kimono. You know what I mean? You were just like, hey, man, it is what it is. We finna go over here.
A with an A.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I've seen you on the opposite end of that spectrum. Like, yo, turning heads, walking down the street. Like, oh, it might get, you know what I mean? Like, yo, somebody gonna jump and holler at this one right here. So I've seen both, and you were the same person. So I definitely want to give you a shout out for that. Dorkhead is telling me I need to join the Fresh and Fit Discord so we can promote your show. I will, bro. I will. Thank you so much for that, man. I will. And you getting some love here, man. Thick Stoner, Slow Jams, hashtag.
Thick Stoner.
Yeah, number one fan. He loves you. You know what I mean?
I fuck with her so much. Like, I fuck with her. Have been met through Fresh and Fit. Really dope person. When I tell you, it's always a story behind someone, you know, and that's what makes them real. Their story and, you know, what their next story is going to be. Just watching them progress and seeing how they really are. A dope individual. When I say she's like, you know, and a lot of females I try to gravitate towards, I try to get them out of girl world, or most of them are already out of girl world and they're in real life and they know how life works. So she's definitely one of them.
So that's what's up, Thick. So shout out to you, love, Thick Stone. Anybody say Slow Jam says good things about good people, I rock with you. You ever see me, it's on, baby. It's good. It's good. You know what I mean? So before we go, you wanted to premiere a little bit of some of your art, right?
Yeah. Give me less than 1 second.
Man, take your time. We all good over here.
But yeah, what I want to show you guys, I got my project coming out next month. It's called Fantasy Girl. Yeah, I just wanted to put that out. But I'm gonna go ahead and play one song of mine from the project. I hope you guys look forward to it. Let me run this back. Fantasy Girl is gonna be a project where I keep everything real. It's ironic because it's called Fantasy Girl. I'm talking about what it is to be a dancer, you know, an entertainer, a female entertainer, a female rapper, you know, erotic entertainer, how it feels to be in the club, out the club, at home. How does it feel to follow your dreams but still wake up and fight real life every time? Like, how does it feel to hustle? How does it feel to go broke? I'm not talking about my coochie. I'm not talking about lace front music. I'm not talking about popping in for, you know, this and that. I just want you guys to, you know, see what it's really like to move that way.
So you're taking it back to bars, the way it's supposed to be. Building the word with your words.
Making it relatable, making it more fun and open.
That's what's up. And again, this is work that you do in like your makeshift home studio, right? You ain't going into some big studio somewhere. You doing this at the crib or wherever?
Only one or two engineers could say they ever in their life mix my music. It will be Illusion from South Florida and his right hand man Dave, mixed by Dave in Florida. Only been to the studio and got recorded by them maybe 3 out of 3 times, 4 out of 5 times. Any other song I ever recorded or dropped, I've mixed it myself, wrote it myself, hit upload myself.
Making it happen. Dave, mixed by Dave. I met him, right?
You met who?
Mixed by Dave?
No, that's not when I was in the room. No, we probably met him out and about somewhere else. But
no, I was wondering, because you had brought some people with you last time I was down there. I forgot my man's name.
No, that's Guido. Guido's on my project. Guido's a rap artist coming up. You know, he opened up to me about his situation. You know, baby mama drama. You know, like I said, I got homeboys that go through it. My father went through it. Uncles went through that finesse game.
Yeah, shout out to Guido, man. It's cool people. You know what I mean? Down there in the day making it happen. You know what I mean? So all right, yeah, load it up, pull it up, because I don't see it. Like, pull it up as soon as I see it, I'll add it to the.
I'm load it up right now.
And I just want to thank everybody. Normally I try to read all the chats, but I didn't want to take up all of Slow Jam's time. That's why I was like, I was gonna, just hit a couple of them. I put the Cash App up. If anybody wants to donate for Slow Jams, because it's my fault, I didn't get her Cash App into the ticker, so I didn't have it loaded up. But if y'all want to donate to Slow Jams, you can send it to my Cash App. Put Slow in the comments or whatever, and memo, whatever is on there, and I'll shoot it right to her. You know what I mean? Because that's the type of dude I am. I ain't nobody on no bullshit. If y'all want to donate, you know what I mean. And like I said, and later I'll pin her links to her merch below. So make sure we go out there and support this beautiful young woman who's out here hustling with that old soul she got, doing all this stuff. Make sure y'all do it, man. Make sure. So here we go. We're gonna pull this up and we're gonna rock this out real quick. Add to stream, and you can rock that whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it's only my third day out here.
Money falling down till the sun come up. 6-inch heels make confetti in my pumps. You know I really hustle, I'm a sexy ass thug. Them niggas throw me doves and my bitches show me love. I be shaking, I be dancing in the club. You know I really hustle, I'm a sexy ass thug. Them niggas throw me doves and my bitches show me love. I be shaking, I be dancing, I be working in the club. When I hit the stage, look me in my eyes, so you know I'm my banks. Money on my thighs, little in the waist, tricks in the side. I could tell that you amazed, rubbing on your face, faking all your money, but you not getting shit from me. Might let you touch, but you cannot fuck. Go ahead and buy a drink, tip me for my dance. I ain't touch the pole, but you could pay me in advance. Let me see them pants up. No. Let me see them hands up. You cannot get none, damn, you kinda handsome. I'm an Aquarius, you might be my Cancer. I'm really serious, fucking with a gangster. I'm on my hustle shit, and I got a 6-pack, got it off the muscle shit. Bitches talking smack, cause they steady on that struggle shit. Miss Maya Banks, cause I'm strutting with a duffel, bitch. Money falling down till the sun come up. 6-inch heels make a fatty in my fronts. You know I really hustle on my sexy ass up. Them niggas throw me dogs and my bitches show me love. I be shaking, I be dancing in the club. You know I really hustle on my sexy ass up. Them niggas throw me dogs and my bitches show me love. I be shaking, I be dancing, I be working in the club. When I'm feeling down, I go ahead and count it up. Look at my account, that be bigger than Canada. Bigger than them tits that's sitting on Pamela. I ain't got an ex, nah, I don't do no algebra. I'm in school all day, something like a janitor. King of diamonds all night, boy, I got the stamina. And I'm too dope, so I stay with the cannabis. Oh, you cannot miss me. Then I'm on the stage, pretty ass bitch doing tricks like I'm Circus Soleil. Bitches talking shit, cause they only getting laid. Only thing laid is the lace. Bitches wanna see me sad, so they call me blue face. Getting to his cash, so a bitch never asks about what you doing, give a fuck where you at. It's a comedy, cause these bitches make me laugh. Miss Maya Banks.
There it go right there. Y'all heard it here first. Fire.
Can I
Fire.
play one more song, then I'm gonna really let y'all go.
Yeah, you can play whatever you want to play. Go ahead, love. It's all good. You know what I mean? Brother Ness is like, you lost me with the astrology. I was like,
well, you got me live right now. Look, I was saying I'm an Aquarius. You might be my Cancer. Now, of course, I was playing on the astrology line, but I was saying you might be bad for me. So I'm not really a zodiac head, but I know we're in a zodiac time. People love talking about that. So, but
yeah,
this last song I'm gonna play, also from the project. You know, it's about looking forward to better days. I'm just talking about what it's like to chase a dream. I'm gonna share this last tab.
And real talk, for real, before you go, if you could in the chat, do you have access to the chat? I was because you can put your Cash App directly on the in the chat.
I'm looking at StreamYard. Let me go to the actual YouTube on my phone and put it right there.
Yeah, do that. We'll have it in the chat, and then y'all could go. You know, y'all can shoot that direct to Slow herself, man. Give her what she needs. Just think, she's doing this on a shoestring budget. Imagine she has some real budgets going on, man. We probably had you at the Grammys. You know what I mean? Out there getting ready to make movies.
Cool. And you know how mad niggas would be if I fly on Myron and like I always come to the on the red carpet.
Man. We need it. We need
the internet will have a field day with me. They'll be going off on all types of tangents and cancel subscriptions, all types of shit on me, you know.
All types, man. Like, no, not her. Like, hey, that'd be something. Shout out to Fresh and Fit. Could you imagine that? Your acceptance? Shout out to who? Hollywood will run you out of town.
I'm like, damn, what I did. All right, this is the last song I'm gonna play. Featuring my homegirl Leah Nicole. You know, I wrote the hook, but she blessed the hook with her vocals. And I'm telling you, she really gave it an angelic closing. Also a song off the project. The project's called Fantasy Girl. You guys check the song out. It's called Better Days.
Just add it to the stream. Bam, there it go. Don't forget to put your drop your link, your Cash App.
Oh yeah, I dropped it in the chat. I'm like one of the
Better days, there's better days ahead. There's better places to be yourself. Be yourself. Every day day you thinking, when will the ship start sinking? Saw you buy these bottles, some booze just to drinking. Stuck up in a room, got a bed just to sink in. She don't go out, day in, day out, not even on the weekends. She's on the same route, same path when asked about, did you finish school? Oh, I thought you graduated. Oh, you ain't signed too? Bitch, I thought I heard you made it. You don't know what to do? How long you have us waiting? We want something to be proud of. You just sitting here just getting high as fuck, getting by as fuck, just making it. Keep it real, bitch, you better off faking it. Man, I know I got talent, feel like this world is wasting it. Lace front, big booty bitches, dog on skates. Labels asking me to be something that I just ain't. But I'm running out of options and I'm running out of time. Man, I'm about to stop this, cause I really be trying.
Better days, there's better days ahead. There's better places, better places to be yourself. Be yourself.
Yo, slow, that shit's fire right there, yo. That's fucking fire. That was fire. I'm not saying that because you on my platform. Nah, listen. We're gonna talk about this offline. You're gonna have to get us a small, intimate little venue. We're gonna get some people in there. We're gonna do a little fundraiser. You gotta get your girl. Y'all gotta do that track.
Shit, that'll be dope. With who we could throw like this really big show. Everybody come out, turn up. I think that'll be awesome.
Oh, we're gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna go talk to Myron and Fresh. We're gonna do it during the million sub celebration. We're gonna do that. And I want to hear that track on an acoustic. I just want to hear guitar, her voice, and your voice. That's what I want to hear. I'll host that joint myself. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna talk about that some more. Like that was fire, girl. Well done. I'm proud of you on that one. Y'all better show her some love out there, man. For real, that was fire, and y'all know it.
I love you guys. Hope you love me too. Once again, go to the website SLW JMZ.net. Check out the site. Check out the merch, hoodies. Feel me? Fuck with me. Fuck the world. Let's get in SJ's world where everything's cool.
Let's get in SJ's world. Did you have any final thoughts other than that? That was Bond mentioned. Was there anything you want to get out there other than that?
Yes, everyone. If you really need it, go get some type of therapy. You know, find someone that you can talk to about anything. I lost my siblings last year, you know, because they feel like they had nobody to talk to. They committed suicide, and I would hate to lose someone else I love. And I love all of you, especially if you love me. So go get some help. If my music is not soothing enough, you know, call up a therapist. If a therapist not working, call a friend you could trust. Sometimes mommy and daddy and your girlfriend and boyfriend is not there to really help you with stuff like that. So go get some help, man. If you need to take more naps, take more naps. If you need to cry it out, cry it out. If you need to write it out, write it out. Get it out in a healthy way where you're not hurting nobody or yourself. Mental health is important, and it's okay to put yourself first.
That's what's up. And we'll bring you back and we'll talk about that because I want to do a show dedicated to that right there. I know that's something important to you, near and dear to you, as it should be. We didn't touch it this time, but definitely next time we're gonna definitely touch on that. And I couldn't have said it better myself. People, if you need help, go get it. Go get it. Don't sit with it. Because it'll just eat you up from the inside. I know what I'm talking about, y'all. Go get the help. So yo, thank you so much. Yo, Slow Jam, this is fire content.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. You know I got you. I'm in your corner. We definitely gonna talk offline. I want to see something live. I want to a nice little intimate venue. We get just VIPs in there, real folks in there, and you know what I mean? Let's get you a proper budget going on so you can really get out here and do what you got to do. And, you know, got to get Big Mo involved, too, because I want to see you and Big Mo work on a project, to be honest with you.
Everybody
you know what I'm
keeps saying that, like, oh, when you and Mo.
It's got to happen, love. It's got to happen.
Pressure me and pressure Mo, then we're going to pressure each other, and then guess what? Pressure going to make diamonds. Nice record, so. That's
right. I can't wait. I'm going to be a part of that. Yeah, save me an executive producer title on that one because I'm going to be all over it.
Y'all get in, y'all.
I'm going to be all over it. So listen, This is Slow Jams. I'm DL Saint. This is the DL Saint I Really Want to Know podcast, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Brother Michael, I saw you, man. Welcome. That's for you, my bad. Real quick, that's for you. All right, peace.